Yes. I'm sharing the screen. Am I visible? Can it be visible? Okay. So as I already discussed, we have seen introductory point about Node.js. There we have seen how to execute your first code on the server through Node.js framework. In fact, we have also seen how to install Node.js. Very simple. Few steps are there. Through online, it is as we have seen it is open source framework, so you can download it or directly you can install it to the network. Various sites are available where you will get the information. And now today's point is what is module. Okay, so module is what we can say it is very much similar to your function. Okay, so function is what? Set of instructions that we have written to accomplish a specific task. And why we call that set of function and that set of instructions are as a function? Because if we build in that manner those set of instructions, then we can call multiple times whenever those set of instructions are required. Means no need to write those instructions again and again. So this is simple, one of the feature of that procedure called method. So in similar way here in Node.js, there is a concept called module. Okay, a set of functions you want to include in your application. So that can be possible through modules in case of Node.js. So obviously, like function, as we have seen in many programming languages, user-defined functions also, and some built-in functions, or many times we called it as library functions. So here also the concept is similar. There are built-in modules, so provided by the framework, Node.js framework over here, and there are, and you can also build your own functions. So we will see which are different library modules available, which help you in writing different, Node.js code for different purposes. So we will begin with how these built-in modules work for us. Okay, so these are the important available modules provided by the framework, Node.js framework. Is it visible on my screen, this table? So FS, this is one module, built-in module. HTTP is another built-in module. HTTP module is, server and client connectivity. It helps you in making connection between server and client. Similarly, FS module, file system operations. We will see what are the file systems or file related operations that can be possible through this framework. Okay, so different operations like creating file, deleting file, updating file, right? So those operations are possible with the help of this. That time we will need this particular uh, module. Okay, so this is built-in module, means no need to code for it. You need to call this module and the rest of the functionality required to perform to complete those operations. In that regard, this function will or this module will help you. In similar case, in our first program, in fact, we have used this HTTP module. You will find this HTTP module in most of the cases or in most of the operations. So, for example, here you can see this code we have seen. We have executed hello world to display this first message, simple message on the server. So here we have used this function, this module HTTP. Okay, this module. This is one module provided by this framework, or it is called library module. So to call this module, the method is we need this method require. To call built-in module, which method we need? I yesterday told you that we haven't talking about the code, but now it's time to discuss about each and every line of the code. So this is the first line that we have written, right, in our code. So HTTP equals to, this is nothing but a constant variable declaration. Constant HTTP, you can give any name to this variable, equals to what next we have done, require This is again library method. Okay, and through this method, we will be able to call this built-in module, HTTP. So HTTP server and client. So related operations are available in this required in this particular module, which is required to start the server, to pass the data on the server, and to display it on the browser. Okay, so how to use this module? Simply by calling this module through this method and putting all this instruction with this module into one variable. And from that variable, actually what we are doing, we are creating an object, and through this object, we are calling this create server method. Okay, and here we are passing these two standard parameters, request and response, RES. RES dot write head. So this is the method. Okay, so this method is for write head. RES dot write head. So this method belongs to this object again. Again, we will discuss how to create an object and how to use the object. But our first agenda is to take or to get information about module. So I guess you are a bit clear about the module. It is very much similar to your functions, as like functions are library functions and user defined functions. So here in similar way, there are built-in modules and you can create your own module also. So how we can use built-in module? The simple example that we already discussed yesterday, this one. Am I clear? Is it available to you all? My screen is available. Okay. How to execute it? Can anyone help me in this? How to execute your first code? This one. Is it visible? Here. This is a simple message to display hello world. For that, we need to start the server. And to start the server, we have to take help of this HTTP module. How to call this module? This way, require method. To require method, we can call this module, functionality from this module. And what functionality we require? These are the standard functionalities or methods that we need to send this message through the server onto the client. Is it clear? And where we have used this port 8080. These are the standard, methods or requirements which will not change. It will be always as it is. So tell me the procedure, how to execute this code. Yes. So again, I will come to this default prompt so that you must remember the procedure. So this code is available at this particular my folder, this folder f1.js. I guess it is not here. It is in this this directory somewhere in new folder. So this f1 or these are two same common similar programs. So this one is this f1.js, this code. Okay, so this one. So this is available where? At this particular location. Now what I need to do, I have to set this path first so that Node framework can access this file for the execution. Am I right? So yes, now how to set the path? First, we have to set the drive. So this is located at D drive. So D colon instruction is drive name colon. Now drive is available, and on that drive our code is might be in any further sub folder. So that path you need to copy. Then command is change directory space complete path of the folder where your code is available. Next, now I am set. Okay. Next is sorry file name. No. Next is node. Instruction is node, and to this node we have to pass the file name. File name is now f1.js. Remember the extension. So this is f1.js. File name is f1.js. Next, now I am set. Okay. Next is sorry file name. No. Instruction is node, and to this node we have to pass the file name. File name is now f1.js. Remember the extension. So this is f1.js. Next, now I am set. So my cursor is blinking. It means server is available. I have to reach to that server. So for that, I have to use what? What next? Very good. HTTP colon // localhost colon 8080. So this is the result I got. So this is how we have used in this program this HTTP module. Okay, built-in module functionality we called from this HTTP module. Is this clear? So you have to practice it. ये सारी जो चीजें हैं ये as it is रहेंगी आपकी. This one, these many things. Okay. Now res response dot end. What we are passing this message. So request will coming and response is generating, and response is what? This one. Whatever the message you wanted to display. Clear? So this is one simple example how to use this HTTP built-in module. In further session, we will came across these many modules, like we will discuss these modules FS, then HTTP always required, file path, then we will also use this URL module. Okay, so that time again you will get more information about how to use built-in modules and how these modules supports your operations, helps in your making your final results or your fulfilling your requirements through the different operations. So this is built-in module, concept of built-in module. Now next is how we can create your own module. So question will be always there regarding how to use built-in module, or few built-in modules will be given to you and you need to use it into your code. You can take any example for that. So simple example, few lines of code needed to write at that time. See how many lines of code? 4-5 lines of code. Next, how to create your own module. So this is, you can create your own module and easily include them in your application. The following example creates a module. See, let us see how we can create a module and how we can call it into our application. So returns a date and time object. Let us see how we can create a module. What is the procedure? So create a module that returns the current date and time. What we want? We wanted to create a module. We wanted to create a module that returns this current date and time. Okay. So export dot my date time equals to function, and this function is what? Return date and time. Concentrate on your screen. To create a module, how to create a module? We are just creating a module. Okay. This module will what returns? What returns? This module will return current date and time. How it is possible? Let us see. यहाँ पर हम लोगों ने एक फंक्शन मेंशन किया है. नेम ऑफ द फंक्शन इज फंक्शन इटसेल्फ. ओके, फंक्शन. और यहाँ हमने क्या किया है? What we have done? Return date. What is this date? Built-in function. Built-in function. This will actually provide you the current date and time. Okay. So how we have used this function? Through return statement. So return statement will going to call this date function, and this date function will bring the date and time of the system. My mouse pointer is available. Yes. So date and time of the system, this date function will fetch, and we are returning the value from the date function. And this whole operation is happening with my date time. And the method is exports dot my date time. Now what is my date time? My date time is this one. This is the procedure to create a module. Okay, this is the syntax. You have to use export keyword dot name of your that particular module and the functionality you need to assign to this particular module. So this is the name of my module, and this is the functionality that I wanted to assign to this particular module. Am I clear? What I said? This is the functionality and this is the name of the module. In your case, your functionality might be different. In my case, my functionality is like to return a system current date and time. Is it clear? So this is the name of the function, name of the module, and this is the functionality of the module. And this is user defined module. I am deciding what should this module perform. What operation should I have to assign? I wanted to assign to this particular module. Now here you can see exports keyword to make properties and methods available outside the module file. To save the code, we have to save the code with the name that we have given that we wanted to give to this particular file. जैसे कि my first module.js. Next, include your own module. How we can now simply creating your module is not our task. Our complete job is like create a module and how we can use this module into your application. In the same way that we have seen about this built-in module. So built-in module, so we don't know what code or what functionality is assigned to built-in module. And that visibility is not available. That is not available for us. Okay. Now in this case, this is our functionality. So we have to write this code also. We have to assign this functionality to this module also. And we have to save this with any particular name along with the extension .js. Now the method how to include this particular module to your code or to your application to access that type of functionality from your created own module. Is it clear? So question will be asked you to create a module and try to access. Many times question is about to only to create a module. And this is the simple way to create a module. Okay, sometimes it may possibility that functionalities will be given to you and question is like these types of functionality should be there with your module and you have to create the module. Sometimes module is already given to you and question is like how you can access or use this module into your application. So here how to use it? See, use module this in Node.js file. So variable HTTP require, this is library module. Okay, and how to access our module? So this way, variable, again we have taken variable dt equals to require method is always there. If you want to access any type of module, user defined module or library module, you have to use this method require. Clear? Yes or no? The same way that we have accessed this library module, similar way you can access user defined module through require method. Now HTTP create server, these are the functionalities as I said, syntaxes to start the server and make everything available for your application or server kind of functionality. Now what? res.write, the date and time are response.write, actually it is response.write, the date and time. This is the message that I wanted to display along with the functionality that I wanted to call from this particular method or from this particular module. Am I clear? What is dt? dt is one variable where we have the reference of this particular user defined module. So to access this user defined module, what method we have used? We kept or we put all this together into this variable. Now this variable behave like an object. So object dot method. So method belongs to this particular file. Am I clear? See the arrangement. Simple. क्या किया हमने? Require method. Through require method, we will be able to access this particular file where our module is available. A functionality is assigned to that module, and this whole together we have given to the variable dt. Now this variable behaves like a object. So using this dt, you can access all the methods available in this module. In our case, only one method we have assigned. You can assign multiple methods, multiple functionality to one particular module. Am I clear? Yes. Okay. So this way you can create your own module. Let us try to execute this code. Are you finding it simple? Yes or no? So first time you are doing something like this, so might be you will feel bit difficult, but actually very simple. You need to remember the sequence, operation sequence, what to do first, what to do next. So save as, what name I have to give to this file. This is very important. No? What name you have used next. So for example, here everything is given. I will share this document with you. Okay. So this what name I have given to this, my first module dot JS. Why I have to use this? Because I have used this here in my application, next application. So that's why if I have changed it, then I have to make those changes over here also. Is it clear? Dot JS, all file again, save. So this is my module. Where is create a module that returns. This we don't need. We need only code. This code. So I'm deleting it. I'm saving it again. So I have saved. This is my module. Next, what I have to do? My application. So this is my application. Then again, I have to save it. Yes. And I will give any different name. Save as. So this is your user module application dot JS. And here all files. Everything is fine. Yes. Now what? I have to execute it. So which file I need to execute? Yes. This user module app.js. So here, how to stop the server? Because server is running. Yes. Control C. Then I am on the correct path. My code is available here. So file name is .js. What is the wrong in this instruction? I haven't used node before calling this application file. So now everything is fine. My server is ready. File is accessible. No error I got. Server is blinking. Cursor is blinking means my server is available, active and running. On which port? Yes. We got the date and time, current date and time, Saturday 27, 2025, and time is this one, and along with this standard information. Am I clear? Yes. Now you will be able to create your own module and you will be able to access your module or include or incorporate or integrate your module into your application. Is it clear? Need to repeat anything? So we have seen two methods today. Actually, two types of modules. How to build, how to use library module into your code to access ready-made functionality provided by the framework, and how you can assign your functionalities to your created own module and how that module can be called into your application to access all those or those requirements, to fulfill those requirements. So for example, in my case, I wanted the current date and time to display on my application. Okay, maybe some different information is always available or present on my that particular page. But what I want this time and date should be coming from the server. So now this system is server, and this time and date is coming from the server. Are you getting this point? So wherever you are in the world, and if you are getting this date and time, it means it is coming from the server. If that type of functionality you build into your application, or sometimes we need to check the date and time of the current that particular environment or area where you are located. So requirements might be different. In my case, my requirement is I wanted to use current date and time of the server. Is it clear? Okay. Any doubt? Any question? Anything that needed to be repeat? Yes. So next point is HTTP module and this URL module. Okay. So HTTP and URL. So this we will see in the next session or might be in a theory class. So now you try to practice about the things that we had a discussion in today's this session. Any doubt? Anything? Any confusing part you observed? Yes. Okay. So now start working on this particular point.